Well, welcome back to Lazy's full Capri. I've just put the rear axle back in, blah blah blah. Welcome back to Lazy's Capri. I've just finished fitting the axle. This side's actually completely bolted up and it's all nice and tight. I've still got to do the other side. All the bolts are in, but they're just sort of finger tight at the moment. The ladder bar, I don't know if you can see it, it's sort of there. And these are the fittings there. I used 16mm bolts. But an application like this, you should really use a fine thread so it stops it from coming undone. I didn't have any, but I used a 16mm, 1.5mm pitch. But I used I don't know if you can see, them washers behind there. They're like sort of pair of cam washers, so once they're tightened up, they pretty much can't come undone. What else did I do here? Oh yeah, I renewed the brake pipes, just this brake pipe here, because the other one was a bit pants. I don't know if you can see it or not. That's all done nicely now. All nuts and bolts are tightened, slapper bar, that's all nice and tight. You can see all the nuts and bolts are all been nice and cleaned. I've still got a little bit of touching up to do here and there, but I should do that later. The bump stops, as you can see, it's about shaky handle. The bump stops there are pretty much sitting on top of the axle, so by the time the axle loads up, it actually hits the bump stops and it stops it from hitting the top of the wheel arch. But unfortunately, during the burnouts, what happens, the wheels expand a little bit and rubs underneath the arch here a little bit, rubs there and outside and there. But like I say, it's not the end of the world. Let's have a quick look through here. You can see the brackets I've welded there. They're for the wheelie bars. And you can see underneath there the anti-roll bar going right across. That's all nicely bolted in. One of the tips I would give you if you're putting anything in like an axle, when you put it in, don't tighten the bolts up straight away, just put them in and leave them a little bit loose till you've got all the nuts and bolts in for the anti-roll bar, the leaf springs, everything. Just keep it just a little bit loose. It gives it a bit more flexibility to move things around. The axle's gone back in exactly where I wanted it, because as I played around with it, it went back in and the anti-roll bars matched up again, so that's all good. The springs, well, the coilovers, they actually come with the Capri gear. I don't know if they're standard or someone's put them in over the years, but should really have a set of shock absorbers without the springs. But having said that, they don't actually contract much or expand and contract because the axle doesn't move much. So let's have a look underneath the car, see if I can show you a bit more. Right, we've got under the car now. Sorry about the shaky hand, this hand's a bit wobbly today. There's the ladder bars, all nicely bolted up this side. That's the tube that I actually made. You see it goes all the way around. The prop shaft is just resting on it at the moment, because I intend to take in the gearbox out to change the torque converter later on, so you can just rest here for a while. I don't know if you can see on the other side. It's actually bolted on. You can see it's actually bolted onto some plates on the side. But I've still got to paint it yet, but I'll do that later on once I've finished it all, because I can guarantee that I will scratch a bit more here and there. So I'll wait till it's all finished and I'll go back under it and have a go at painting it. Well, here we are back under the other side. You can see the bolts are just through the brackets for the ladder bars without no nuts on at the moment. But what I wanted to show you is actually how I've mounted the support for the ladder bars. You can see the tube that I've bent. It goes into the side plate, into there. That's it. Then you come back again. I've got an additional support that comes off of it. It goes up to a piece of angle, which actually goes to, I'm pretty sure that's where the seat belts were mounted, but there are actually captive nuts in there. I'm not sure. Oh no, they wasn't. I'll tell you what they were. They were exhaust hangers. So it's pretty much sort of belt and braces job really, so I can't see it all moving now. So that's the ladder bars all done. So quick round here. All welded done. You can see the back of the axle, the anti-roll bar, the fuel pipes. Around here. Still a bit of mud under here. I don't know where it come from, but it doesn't really go out in the mud. So there you can see the head of the bolt for the shock absorber is painted again, and the bottom bit that I missed. Under there, I'll go back to the back chassis. Although you can see it or not from this picture, but that there's a bit of 1/4 inch plate. It wasn't really because there's any rust, it's basic. So what I've done, I've put some spaces in between the chassis rail, some tubes, put a plate on the top and bolted it together, and that's where the roll cage bolts to or welds to, so that gives it a bit more support. And I've pretty much done that through the rest of the car, so that's pretty much it now. Just have a quick pan round, I'll show you the rest of it. That's my thumb in the way. Yeah, it's pretty good. Just needs a bit of a wipe over really. That's all done there. I must admit, I'm really pleased with the ladder bars. They come out really nice. It's a shame really when it's back on the ground you can't actually see it. So there you go, kind of everything I suppose. That's a nice tube. That's it. Well, okay then, that's it then. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you want to see any more, and look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.